Hey everyone, welcome to Into the Ether, or if you have been with me for a while, thank you so much, welcome back. Life has been hectic, to say the least, but there have been many changes happening in my life recently, and I have so much to share with you guys, so I do have several videos that I want to get posted within the next few days here. I'm working on that diligently. But I just couldn't resist sharing this successful law of attraction story with you guys really quickly first because it is so amazing the way that everything happened. And I really want people to hear these stories from me as they're happening in my life. Because if this is something that you've been trying to do, if you've been trying to use the law of attraction deliberately, or if you've just learned about the law of attraction, I think that it's important for you to hear stories from people in real time. So testimonials from other people, if someone is a law of attraction coach, which I definitely would not consider myself to be a coach as of yet, but I do want to share my experiences with you guys so you can see that these things do happen to real people. And also, if you're like me, while it is helpful to hear the stories of someone who's an expert, so to speak, they've been deliberately manifesting for years and they've got this great, wonderful life, that is helpful, but for me, sometimes it's actually a little intimidating. And what I really want to hear is somebody who's going through similar things to what I'm going through right now. So I just thought I would share this story with you guys really quickly because it's kind of inspiring and at least in my opinion, and it also shows you how sometimes people are way too rigid when they're trying to deliberately use the law of attraction. And I know that a lot of coaches out there will tell you that you have to do things in a very specific way. And one of the mantras of the law of attraction is ask, believe, receive. Well, I am here to give you guys proof that you do not even necessarily have to believe that what you want is actually going to happen. And let me explain, okay? So, within the last few weeks, a lot of financial stresses have come into my family's life. Some things have happened that have caused a bit of financial instability, not terribly significant, but significant enough to cause a bit of stress with me and my husband. And it resulted in a roughly 15 to 20% loss in income. Okay, so some people might think that that's major. I really look at it as an annoyance, something I didn't really want to deal with. It wasn't the end of the world. We weren't going to be destitute or anything like that. But it just was an inconvenience to say the least. So about a week ago, late last Monday night, so it would have been June 19th, technically it would have been early morning on Tuesday, so it would have been June 20th. In the wee hours of the morning, probably 1 or 2 a.m., because I am quite the night owl. At any rate, I was feeling a bit aggravated and grumpy about the situation, and I was quite frankly complaining to my husband, and what I was complaining about was why my YouTube channel could not just go ahead and be monetized. For anybody who doesn't have a YouTube channel or isn't aware of any of the kind of creator loops that you have to jump through in order for your channel to be monetized, typically what it's been, and what I've been told the entire time that I've had my channel, is that you need to have at least 1,000 subscribers and you need to have at least 4,000 hours of watch time, meaning that people have watched your videos for at least a total of 4,000 hours. Well, I've had more than enough watch time for months at this point, but I've never quite been able to break that 1,000 subscriber mark. So I've always hovered around 970 to 982 or somewhere around there. And at the time that I'm recording this video, I believe I'm at 973. So, right there, so close but so far away. And it's always just been this magical, mythical number that you need to reach 1,000 subscribers in order to monetize your channel. Well, being that the amount of income that we're losing is relatively small overall, really, 15%, The way that I was feeling was that, if I could just monetize my channel, I don't have to be able to receive ad revenue or anything like that, but if I could activate memberships and super chats and super thanks and stuff like that, then if people wanted to give me just $1 or $2 to support the channel and things of that nature, I could open up memberships, I could do all this cool stuff with that. Like, I was really just kind of frustrated that I wasn't able to do that yet because I was still trying to reach this magical 1,000 subscriber mark. So anyway, I complained about it to my husband for probably about 10 minutes. Why couldn't they at least just let me open up memberships and super chats and super thanks? Then we would have another stream of revenue that could potentially make up for this 15 to 20% loss that we were facing in income. Okay, now the important part of this story is that old thinking me, pre-understanding law of attraction me, would have gotten kind of angry about this. Okay, I would have been super aggravated. I would have been dwelling on it and being really upset and really bummed that I was having such a difficult time getting to this magical mark that I needed to reach in order to make some improvements in my life. But because of all of the growth that I've managed to achieve and all of the knowledge that I've managed to gain, I was able to just kind of vent for a little bit, get my frustrations off my chest, and then I honestly just thought to myself, oh well, they're not going to let me do it. It's not the way YouTube's policies work. Getting upset and worrying about it isn't going to help anything. So I'm just going to say, whatever, it is the way it is, and just kind of sigh and let it go. And I was actually able to do that. I was actually able to just put it out of my mind, and I really just didn't think about it again. I didn't start stressing about our financial situation or anything like that. I just said, everything is going to be fine. It is what it is. And I just went on with my night. I went on with my evening, concentrating on whatever it was that we were already doing, watching a movie, I think. Okay, now here is where the story gets crazy. So, like I said, that was in the wee hours of the morning on the 20th, on June 20th, right? So we're talking about like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning on June 20th. Well, I am not kidding you guys, almost exactly 36 hours later, so less than 2 days later, I received this email. Look at the date and time, June 21st, 2023, 1:22 p.m. Okay, and then take a look at what it says. Hi, Into the Ether, way to go. You're now eligible to apply to the YouTube Partner Program. And this is one of the ways that you monetize your channel. And then if you look down at the bottom here, there is a little blurb that says, if you're accepted, you'll have access to earning features like channel memberships, super thanks, super chats, super stickers, and promoting your own products through select YouTube shopping features. Now, I about fell over when I got this email, you guys. I'm telling you, I had checked on it so many times, and everything that I had seen was showing that YouTube's policy was still that you had to have at least 1,000 subscribers. And if you can look on my channel right now, I do not have 1,000 subscribers. So I don't know if their policy just suddenly changed, or I know a lot of people are going to say, well, this is just a crazy coincidence, but come on, you guys. Less than 2 days after I was complaining to my husband, why can't they just open memberships and all these kind of low-level sort of monetizations? And then I get this email, and it doesn't stop there. So I went and I filled out my application immediately because I was so excited, and I was a little bit worried that there was some kind of a mistake. So I went and I hurried up and I filled out all of the information, and I was a little bit bummed at the end because it told you, and I'm sorry I forgot to take a screenshot of this part, but it said down at the end that you had to be approved of the things that you're trying to implement for your memberships and things like that. And it could take up to 30 days, up to a month, before you would actually hear anything back as to whether your application for monetizing your channel had been approved. So it seemed like there was a potential that I was going to be delayed another month before I was going to be able to do any kind of monetization. But I did not let that bother me. I just thought to myself, you know what? It's going to be fine. Everything's going to go through very quickly and I'm not going to have to wait at all. Well, here it is, you guys. The proof is in the pudding. Less than 24 hours later, I received this email. You did it. Into the ether. You've been accepted to the YouTube Partner Program. To start earning while growing your community and channel, turn on monetization features including channel memberships, super thanks, super chats, super stickers, and select YouTube shopping features in YouTube. I have had other creators tell me that it took well over a month for their channel to be approved for any kind of monetization at all. And I'm showing you guys the proof right here. I was approved in less than 24 hours for exactly the features that I was hoping to get. I wasn't able to 100% finish the membership setup immediately. I had some other obligations that I had to tend to, and I wanted to put a little effort into setting up my memberships. I wanted to make sure that I knew exactly what I was going to offer, and I wanted to have some custom badges and emojis. So it took me a little bit to get to that, but once I had those customizations ready, then of course there's another approval process for the perks that you want to offer for your memberships, right? So I had just submitted that information actually less than 24 hours ago as of the recording of this video. So it would have been the early morning of Monday, June 26th, about 12:50 a.m. once again. And as you can see in this email that I received, it says that this usually takes up to 24 hours and that they'll email you once your perks have been approved. Well, here it is, very next email that I received saying, hey, guess what? Congratulations, you're one step closer to launching your memberships, meaning that my perks had been approved, and as you can see by the timestamp there, it was in less than 2 hours. And that was it. Everything went through. You can go out on my channel right now and look. You can see that memberships have been activated. Super Thanks have been activated. There's all of those initial monetization features are available on my channel. Like I said, you guys, it's just so bizarre. This is exactly what I was hoping for. And I definitely did not even believe that it was going to happen. I honestly didn't think that it was going to be allowed because I didn't think that YouTube had anything for this kind of thing in their policies. So, like I said, I know some people are going to say it's just a coincidence, it's just a weird coincidence, but it's just a little bit too on the nose for me, you guys. So, in my opinion, this is proof that the law of attraction does work and that you don't even actually have to 100% believe that your dreams are going to come true. You just need to have that hope, and you just need to say, oh, well, I know everything's going to work out for me, and just put it out of your mind. Go ahead, vent, get frustrated, say, you know what? I really want this to happen. It doesn't matter. Don't feel like you're having negative emotions or that you're tainting it in some way. The important part is that you feel it. You wish, hope, imagine that what you actually want to happen is going to happen, and then you just let it go. Don't think about it again. Don't stress about it. Just know that everything is going to work out for you. And I know that this is something that can be very difficult, especially when times are hard, especially when you're facing some really difficult situations in your life. But I can tell you from experience that when things are feeling the most difficult in your life, that is usually when something big is going to come for you, when there's going to be a change and there's going to be some kind of a positive advancement, either in your understanding or in your actual physical situation, a change in your reality. Something is going to come for you guys, okay? So just hang in there and please try to use my tiny little success story as a bit of inspiration to help keep you going. Okay, so I want to outline what is going to be available in the memberships really quickly, just for anybody who might be interested. So this video is also going to serve as a little bit of an introduction for the memberships, being that this is what I was able to attract, and I'm very pleased about that. Basically, there's going to be 3 levels, okay? So there'll be 3 membership levels. So the first membership level will be $3.99 a month. When you support the channel at this level, you're basically just going to be supporting the channel. You'll get some custom badges that will show up next to your name in, I believe, comments and super chats if we do lives. And there are some additional custom emojis that you'll be able to use as well for supporting the channel at that level. The second tier is going to be $6.99 a month. At that tier, you will receive, of course, everything that you received from the previous level. And then you'll also receive members-only videos. I do plan on doing members-only live streams as well, so I'll get that up and running, and those will get going. And those members-only videos are probably going to include some personal stories, some so personal accounts of maybe gaining my abilities, maybe psychic visions that I've had, or I've talked a few times on the channel about how I have experienced some pretty dramatic personal loss, and there's a good possibility that I'll probably share that on the membership side of the channel as well. Okay, so last tier will be $9.99 a month. Of course, you will receive everything that you received in the previous tiers, and then you will also receive discounts on readings and courses. And I am still working on implementing some other perks that might come along with each one of these membership levels. So this is obviously brand new to me and brand new to you guys as well. So do check back, because I'm probably going to be tweaking these things just a little bit, just to make sure that everybody gets a lot of good value in the memberships if they choose to support my channel in that way. Okay, so anyway, this is a lot of information. I think that I am just going to go ahead and wrap things up for this one. If you guys are still listening, thank you so much. If you take nothing else from this video, please just remember that when the universe gives you lemons, 9 times out of 10, there is a big old pitcher of lemonade waiting for you on the other side. Okay, guys, don't worry about it. Everything is going to work out for you. And yeah, you can do this. You can deliberately attract the life that you want. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I will definitely be talking to everybody again soon. Bye.